Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a GW Tiger P, the Geschützwagen Tiger Porsche. Based on the chassis, the Tiger Porsche chassis by the Porsche company. It's the Tier 8 German SPG, and it's located on the north spawn of Fisherman's Bay under the command of Zyriakster. Now, I do hope I pronounced his name correctly. He's new to What Arty Noobs. But I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong. Battle has started. Now, I think that he's carrying the 21cm gun, the 21cm Morse cannon, which is, the barrel is 18 calibers long. And that's one of the biggest German guns in the game. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is the biggest German gun in the game. And he's moved just slightly to the east, and I think he's going to fire from this position over the ridgeline. Okay, ready to go. And he's got a customer in the centre of the map at the moment. It's LT432. That's the Soviet premium light. He's dialing in the howitzer, fires a round in, and unfortunately, the LT432 goes unspotted just before the shell arrives, so we don't know if it did any damage, but I'm pretty sure it would have. He can do 1100 alpha with this gun, 1100, but he can only penetrate 53mm of armour, so he really needs to fire at something with very lightly armoured, or if it's a heavy tank, he's probably going to shake it to death. Okay, we've got another customer over there, a Lerver. That's a Tier 8 German. This is a Tier 8 game, by the way. It's all Tier 8. And from the position he's in, it's a bit difficult to get that Lerver. There's a 53 TP behind those set of houses. Now, something you may have noticed about the Geschützwagen Tiger P is that it does actually have quite a narrow field of fire. And that means reticule bloom is a real problem. Because the moment you move the vehicle to adjust the aim, you suddenly have to re-aim all over again, and that can take a little while. The reload time is 39.69 seconds, and that T-44 nicely lined up, rounds out. Good hit! A solid hit, because there was no explosion, so we know we hit that T-44. He'll have suffered significant damage, because he's fairly lightly armoured, and I think it's very likely that he's lost, at least 700 hit points off that shot. Maybe more. But we're still reloading. We're going to have less effect on that Lerver because, of course, he's got much heavier armour. But he did hit the side of that T-44, and that sort of does indicate that he might have actually done a huge amount of damage to him. We'll have to wait to see where we see him next, exactly how much. Oh, well, he has missed, he has lost a lot, but he's now down to 40% of hit rate, 40% health. And we get a shot, a splash into the Lerver. Yes, he did lose a lot, and he's actually lost a fair bit of health to some of our teammates, that T-44. So I don't think he's too happy now. Yeah, he's having to pull back. He's now very easy a splash kill. Now, I think that Zyriakster is going to go for that 53 TP unless he goes behind cover. Okay, he has. But there's a VK101P, and we can definitely hit him if he stays where he is. Rounds out. Direct hit. 479 hit points. It hit the heavy armour right at the front of the vehicle, but it still did a huge amount of damage to him. Now, none of the GW Tiger Ps were actually produced, and the reason for that is, although they were planned by the German military to make use of the spare Tiger Porsche chassis that were built before Henschel won the Tiger competition, some of them were used to make Ferdinands, and they were put into production. In fact, they did see action, but they never got around to actually building the GW Tiger P. Fire around at 53 TP and get our first kill. 305 hit points, very nice indeed. And unfortunately, the battle assistant is causing him to jump about a bit. It's not the stable one you can get from Armor Inspector, but it does cause a bit of seasickness, I suppose, as you're looking at new vehicles. Okay, as you move over those buildings, it does cause the aim point or the viewpoint to move in and out. ISM is at the back of those houses. We fire around in. It's a good shot. It's a direct hit for 515 hit points there on the ISM. He stayed in the open too long and he took that round. It's an IS-6 backing him up now. We're still 20 seconds away from shooting though. We've got a heavy concentration of enemy tanks and our tanks near the town, and this is going to make life very interesting for us, because obviously the more they group together, the more damage that Zyriakster can do. Zyriakster? I do apologise if I pronounced it wrong. Going to go for the lurver. He's side-scraping on that corner, and it hits the building. Oh, that's unfortunate. RNG made the shell, goes to the left, and we missed it. That BK's still there all on his own. He's gone to overhead to look at it. Looks fairly accurate to me. Yeah. If he stays where he is, we can get a nice one into him, but we've still got another 6 seconds to go, and we've lost sight of him now. And that's a bit of a problem, because he looks to me like he is actually moving towards... Yeah, and there's the OHO. I think he was looking for destruction of some of the stuff on the P side. And he gets a lovely hit there into the OHO and stuns the T-34 and does some damage to him as well for 181. So that's a double shot there. But we've lost sight of them again. Now I'm sure that VK is coming around with them. There's the T-34, the OHO. We're almost loaded. In fact, the lurver's coming up now as well. And this is going to be interesting, because some of those tanks are fairly low on health. We're lining the shot up for the OHO. We get a hit. And we splash the T-34 as well in the same shot. And the IS-6 is joining them, so it looks like a lot of the enemy's tanks are trying to hold that corner. And we've got a defender, or is it a 252U, the unmarked defender, holding that corner. So we're going to have to help, and both of those are very low on health. That IS-6 and the lurver, very low on health. And if they stay together on that corner, I think there's a potential bombardier here. Line up the shots. They're approaching each other. Oh, yes, he got it! Beautiful shot. They both went too close together when they had very low health, and that shot really has changed the game, because now instead of it being 11-9, it's now 13-9. There's only 2 enemies left. It's the OHO and that T-34, because the VK was killed. And that means that everybody is now homing in on the town to try and kill those last enemies. There's the OHO. And we haven't got a shot on him at the moment, but he's very low health. And he's killed. So it's just the T-34 now. We're almost loaded. We've lost sight of that T-34, but we've capped out to win. Oh, those people at the other end, they should have realised we could have won that game by killing the last enemy, and that would have been extra XP to everyone. And here's the end of battle result. It's a first class tanker for Zyriakster in the GW Tiger P. He also picked up a Bombardier for killing 2 enemy tanks with 1 shot, the IS-6 and the lurver, and he got his first mark of excellence on the GW Tiger P. Congratulations on that. A Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17, and he got a Gore's medal thrown in as well for doing more damage than at least 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. I know it says 8 there, but it is 10. And a win 8 for the game, 7,318 altogether. So very, very nice play indeed. If we look at the team scores, we can see he did 3,923 hit points of damage there. He also managed to get the next highest scorer was the Shriv S1 with 2479, and the next highest one after that was the T44. When it came to kills, he was top of the table again. He managed to get 3 kills. The Panther 88 managed to get 2, so did quite a few other tanks, including some of the enemy tanks as well. And when it came to base XP, he managed to get the highest amount again, so it's clean sweep at the top. He got 1,048 base experience points. The T44 just beaten by 7 experience points. He got 1,041, and then came the Panther 88 with 853. So let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 10 rounds in that battle, only 10, got 6 direct hits, 0 penetrations though. Did splash damage on 14, and he did total damage of 3,923 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and he also did 11 stuns during that game, but didn't get any stun assistance off it. He earned 48,113 credits, and after ammunition resupply, he took away 15,473 credits. He received 5 bonds for getting the Gore's medal, and he also picked up 1,572 XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all he took away. Well, this was Zyriakster's first video for What Arty Noobs. And what a video to present. Bombardier, first MOE and a Gore's medal all together in one, and some lovely shooting there. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.